Iran is reeling from the aftermath of this. It was a deadly explosion that killed dozens and injured 1,000 others. The massive blast happened Saturday morning at the country's largest commercial port. Let's bring in Middle East reporter Courtney Kealy now with more on this from our Washington bureau. Courtney, good morning to you. Do we know anything about what caused that blast and the impact it may have on commercial imports?
Errol, we don't know from Iranian officials what necessarily caused the blast. CCTV, which is playing in Iranian media, does show a fire at first and then a massive explosion. This is the largest international port. It's the most important port in Iran, in southern Iran, near the Strait of Hormuz. It's a national day of mourning in Iran. The president did fly down to the nearby city there. Schools and offices are closed because of the toxic smoke. It did happen right as the talks were starting on Saturday, which led to some suspicion that it could be sabotage. But at this point, we're still wondering if it's human error. Iranian officials have not come out yet with the exact cause.
Right, and those talks that you speak of, Courtney, were on, I believe, what is like a third round of these, you can't even call them negotiations yet, but these discussions, and there's another round that will come up in Oman soon. President Trump says these talks are going very well. Help us understand where we are on that front.
Well, that's what we're all trying to figure out, what's going on behind closed doors and what's being released to us with information. So there's a couple of things that I'm finding out. Sources in Iran, Tehran specifically, just tell me that they have no electricity. They need economic relief like they've never needed it before, which then leads to the idea that the Iranian officials really want to work on this deal. And we've seen 3 rounds of 3 Saturdays in a row. The Iranian foreign minister, who has really the ear and the trust of the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has been involved in these talks for decades. He's very respected in the community for being taking part in the Iran-Iraq war, fighting there. So he's got credentials that really go to decades. So if somebody's going to be able to be at the table with that experience, with that trust of the most important person, which is Khamenei, it is the Iranian foreign minister. And we have gotten to technical talks right now. There is a team from the U.S. There's plenty of people still in the administration that are career officials, that are experts on the kind of nuclear physics that I can't explain to you, but they sure can. And we know right now that there's enough enriched uranium to get to 90 in about a week. I'm not going to go into specifics because but a warhead could take longer. But we're at this precipice. But it does seem like between what Trump will offer and what the Iranians are interested in, there's the likelihood that they could get there. It does look like the complete dismantlement of a nuclear program is off the table. That's something that Bibi Netanyahu wants. He's still talking publicly, so he seems to be worried. And if he seems to be worried, it does seem like they're more likely to be at a deal that the Iranians could say yes to.
So important, but at least talks continue. Courtney Kealy, live from our D.C. bureau. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.